If you're over 60, chickpeas could be your secret weapon against frailty, packing nearly 15 grams of protein per cup. But there's a huge catch. A handful of common mistakes can turn this superfood into a source of painful digestion and, even worse, block your body from ever using that muscle-building protein. This isn't about eating less, it's about eating smarter. We're about to expose the 5 critical mistakes you might be making with chickpeas and give you the simple, science-backed fixes to unlock their true power, starting with the one that sabotages most people before they even begin. The power of the humble chickpea. Before we jump into the mistakes, let's talk about why chickpeas deserve a starring role on your plate, especially after 60. As we get older, our bodies face a quiet battle called sarcopenia. It's the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that creeps up, affecting your balance, your mobility, and your independence. It's why stairs suddenly feel steeper, jars seem impossible to open, and the fear of a fall becomes a little more real. To fight this, your body actually needs more protein than it did in your younger years because of something called anabolic resistance. Think of your muscles as a construction site. When you were younger, a small crew of protein workers could get the job done easily. After 60, that same small crew doesn't get the same results. You need to send in a bigger, more effective crew to get the same muscle building and repair job done. Studies suggest older adults may need up to 50 or 60% more protein just to get the same response. This is where the chickpea struts in looking like the perfect hero. A single cooked cup offers a fantastic 14 to 15 grams of plant-based protein. But it doesn't stop there. Chickpeas are also loaded with dietary fiber for steady energy and healthy digestion, so no more afternoon crashes. They're rich in minerals like magnesium for muscle function and zinc for tissue repair. With all that going for them, chickpeas seem like the simple, affordable answer to staying strong. But this is exactly where the story takes a turn, leading us to our first mistake, one that silently starves your muscles even when you think you're eating plenty of protein.
Mistake number 1. Believing chickpeas are a complete protein. The single biggest myth about chickpeas and most plant-based proteins is that all protein is equal. You eat a cup of chickpeas, see 15 grams of protein on the label, and think your muscles are getting everything they need. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Think of protein like a set of building blocks called amino acids. There are 9 essential amino acids our bodies can't make. We have to get them from food. Imagine you're building a wall. If you run out of mortar, it doesn't matter how many bricks you have, you can't build a strong wall. Those 9 amino acids are all non-negotiable. A complete protein is a food that has all 9 of those essential amino acids in the right amounts. Meat, eggs, and dairy are complete, but most individual plant foods are incomplete, meaning they're low in one or more. Chickpeas are an incredible source of protein, but they're low in one of those essential amino acids called methionine. So when you eat chickpeas by themselves, your body's ability to build new muscle is limited by that one missing piece. It creates a bottleneck. It's like an assembly line shutting down because it ran out of a single specific screw. For an adult over 60 dealing with anabolic resistance, this is critical. You're giving your body an incomplete toolkit and expecting a finished product. The fix? Luckily, the fix is wonderfully simple and has been part of traditional diets for centuries. Food combining. You don't have to give up chickpeas, you just have to pair them with a food that's high in methionine, and the easiest partner is a grain. Think about these classic combos. Hummus with whole wheat pita. This isn't just a delicious snack, it's a nutritional masterpiece. The chickpeas bring the protein, and the wheat in the pita fills in the missing amino acid, creating a complete protein. Chickpea curry with rice. A timeless pairing that ensures your body gets the full spectrum of amino acids it needs for muscle repair. A salad with chickpeas and quinoa. Quinoa is a powerhouse and already a complete protein, making it a perfect partner to boost any meal. By simply pairing chickpeas with a grain in the same meal or even just over the same day, you feel that nutritional gap. This one simple move turns chickpeas from a good source of protein into a great one, giving your body the complete toolkit it needs to fight muscle loss. Mistake number 2, the healthy can habit that's spiking your blood pressure. But getting the protein right is only half the battle. Your next challenge is avoiding a hidden danger lurking in the most convenient form of chickpeas, a mistake that could be secretly harming your heart. Convenience is everything, right?
Canned chickpeas are a lifesaver, pre-cooked, affordable, and ready in seconds. But that convenience comes at a hidden cost, and it's not the chickpeas themselves, it's what they're swimming in. That liquid in the can is typically loaded with sodium, used by manufacturers to preserve the beans and boost flavor. For older adults, this is a serious trap. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to sodium, and our kidneys don't filter it out as well. Too much sodium makes your body hold on to extra water, increasing the volume of blood in your vessels. This forces your heart to work harder, leading to high blood pressure. High blood pressure is called the silent killer for a reason. It has no symptoms, but dramatically increases your risk for heart disease and stroke. It's a cruel irony. You're eating chickpeas for their heart-healthy fiber, but by ignoring the sodium, you could be canceling out those benefits and actively harming your heart. Some canned varieties pack over 500 milligrams of sodium per serving. That's a third of the ideal daily limit. The fix? This is the easiest fix on the entire list, and it takes less than a minute. Rinse your canned chickpeas. That's it. Just dump the can into a colander and rinse them under cool water for 30 seconds. Swish them around a bit. This simple act washes away up to 40% of the added sodium. You're literally sending that blood pressure spiking salt down the drain. Even better, look for cans labeled "No salt added." But if you stick with the regular kind, make rinsing a non-negotiable habit. Your heart will thank you. All right, quick break. We've covered two biggies, and I want to know where you stand. Is it the fear of gas and bloating that keeps you away from beans, or are you ready to power up your meals with them? Drop "guilty" in the comments if bloating has been your main concern. Or if you're now committed to pairing your chickpeas with rice for complete protein gains, comment with "muscle." Let's see which side wins. Mistake number 3, the gas and bloating trap you're setting for yourself. Now that your heart is protected, let's tackle the issue that makes most people quit beans altogether. I'm talking about that infamous digestive discomfort. But what if I told you the problem isn't the bean, but a simple prep step you're probably skipping? The main culprits for gas and bloating are complex sugars called oligosaccharides. Our bodies don't have the right enzymes to break these down, so when they get to your large intestine, the gut bacteria there have a party and start fermenting them. That fermentation process produces gas, which leads to that familiar feeling of pressure and bloating. Another issue comes from compounds called lectins, which can cause serious gut distress if the beans are undercooked. So if you eat improperly prepared chickpeas, you're basically sending an all-you-can-eat buffet to your gas-producing gut bacteria. But the good news is you can easily neutralize these troublemakers. The fix. It all comes down to a few simple prep steps that pre-digest the beans for you. If using dried chickpeas, soak them. This is non-negotiable. Soaking dried beans overnight leaches a huge portion of those gassy sugars into the water. And I mean it, you have to discard that soaking water. Never cook beans in the water they soaked in. Give them a good rinse before you start cooking. That 30-second rinse. And that rinse we just talked about for sodium, it does double duty. For canned chickpeas, it also washes away a large amount of the oligosaccharides that have been sitting in the can's liquid, reducing their gas-producing power even more. Cook them thoroughly. This is key for deactivating those nasty lectins. Undercooked beans are a primary cause of digestive pain. Your goal is to cook them until they're super soft and can be easily mashed with a fork. On the stove, this might take 1 to 2 hours. In a pressure cooker, about 20-25 minutes. For digestibility, softer is always better. Start slow. If you're not a regular bean eater, your gut needs time to adjust. Start with a small portion, like a quarter cup, and slowly increase it over a few weeks. This lets your digestive system adapt. Mistake 4. Relying on chickpeas as a magic bullet. So you've made your chickpeas complete, low sodium, and easy to digest. You're ready to add them to everything. But this leads to mistake number 4, an innocent error that can still leave you with major nutritional gaps. No single food can do it all. Real health, especially after 60, comes from diversity. Your body needs a whole team of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants working together. While chickpeas are great, they aren't rich in the antioxidants found in colorful vegetables, which fight the kind of chronic inflammation that actually accelerates muscle loss. The same goes for fats. Healthy fats, like those in olive oil and avocados, are vital for absorbing certain vitamins and reducing inflammation. Think of food as a team, not a collection of individual star players. The fix? Zoom out. See the chickpea not as the solo hero, but as a key player on a high-performing team. Your goal is to build a plate that's diverse in color and texture. Build a power bowl. Don't just eat a bowl of chickpeas. Start with a base of quinoa or brown rice. Add your chickpeas, then load it up with roasted broccoli, spinach, bell peppers, and sweet potatoes. Top it with a drizzle of olive oil or a scoop of avocado for those healthy fats. Supercharge your soups. Toss chickpeas into a veggie-packed minestrone or a lentil stew. The combination of different legumes and vegetables creates a much more powerful nutritional profile. Create a smarter salad. A great salad is more than lettuce. Mix dark leafy greens like spinach with chickpeas, cucumbers, tomatoes, shredded carrots, and a handful of nuts or seeds for extra protein, healthy fats, and a satisfying crunch. When you think this way, you create a meal where all the nutrients work together to support your muscles, reduce inflammation, and boost your energy. Mistake number 5, the healthy raw food fallacy. Finally, we come to the most dangerous mistake on our list, driven by a popular health trend that turns this superfood into something downright hazardous. In some corners of the wellness world, raw is king. The idea is that cooking destroys nutrients, so eating foods raw is better. This has led to dangerous trends like raw hummus or eating sprouted chickpeas without cooking them. For chickpeas, this advice isn't just wrong, it's downright toxic, especially for an older adult. Eating raw or undercooked chickpeas is a massive mistake. As we mentioned, raw chickpeas are full of anti-nutrients, especially lectins. In their raw, active state, these compounds can lead to nausea, vomiting, and severe abdominal pain. It's your body forcefully rejecting something harmful. Beyond the immediate sickness, raw chickpeas also contain phytic acid, which binds to minerals like zinc, iron, and magnesium in your gut, preventing you from absorbing them. So, by eating raw chickpeas, you're not only risking getting sick, but you're also blocking your body from getting the very minerals you're eating them for. The fix? This is the absolute rule in this guide. Always, always cook your chickpeas thoroughly. There are no exceptions. In this case, cooking isn't the enemy of nutrition, it's the key that unlocks it. Heat is your friend. High temperatures from boiling or pressure cooking destroy those harmful lectins and slash the phytic acid content. This makes the chickpeas safe and their nutrients available for your body to actually use.
Canned chickpeas are safe. Remember, canned chickpeas have already been fully cooked during the canning process. They're perfectly safe to eat right out of the can, after a good rinse, of course. Sprouting isn't enough. While sprouting can be great for some foods, it is not a substitute for cooking chickpeas. Sprouted chickpeas must still be cooked all the way through before you eat them. So there you have it. The humble chickpea really is a powerhouse for anyone over 60 who wants to stay strong, but only when you know how to handle it. Let's recap the 5 fixes. The fix for the protein myth. Always pair chickpeas with a grain like rice or whole wheat bread to create a complete protein your muscles can actually use. The fix for the cans trap. Always rinse canned chickpeas for at least 30 seconds to wash away a huge amount of blood pressure spiking sodium. The fix for gas and bloating. Soak dried beans and always toss the water. Rinse canned beans well and cook all chickpeas until they're very, very soft. The fix for the magic bullet fallacy. Treat chickpeas as part of a team. Combine them with a rainbow of colorful vegetables and healthy fats. The fix for the raw food fallacy. Never, ever eat chickpeas raw or undercooked. Always cook them thoroughly to destroy toxins and unlock their nutrients. These 5 simple shifts transform the chickpea from a source of frustration into one of the best tools you have against age-related muscle loss. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated diets. By making these small adjustments, you're empowering your body to stay strong, mobile, and vibrant for years.